Hello Epic Tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play Third Age Total War with me, Blue Ankylo. And welcome back indeed. I cannot promise that this video will be as epic as the last, because very little can compete with such an epic win we had in the last episode at the Black Gate. It's really going to be difficult to top that, so my apologies if such high expectations may let you down in the future. Anyway, I've ended turn, as I always do, nearly. And I spent a little bit of time before I ended turn looking around at cities, and I actually do need to recruit a couple of these generals at some point. But I need someone who has some sort of boost to growth, and this guy's got nothing, so I'm not going to bring him in. And some more money from that's nice. But the reason specifically I say that is I have a town over here called, is it Talsier? No, not Talsier, not Guineard, but Duneard. It's stuck at 11,500, so it needs a general that can give it a little bit of a push into being a city. And you know, it's got good culture and everything, but it just can't quite grow, so it needs a new general. You know, I don't think I have any sitting around. Nothing close by. No, I don't have a whole lot of generals. I could perhaps move this guy over. You know, I had forgotten about these guys. Well, that guy's pretty bad. Wow, this guy's evil. It's an evil elf. How did he get to be evil? Harsh ruler? Oh, I think I looked at this guy before and he was getting bad traits. Well, he's getting worse traits as time goes on. Luckily, this city doesn't really need to grow anyway, so that's okay. Let's see. Karen Amroth, currently plus 0.5%, building the best walls it's ever going to get, basically. If I move him out, it's 0. So he adds 0.5% or so. That will be enough. So never mind that. I don't need to recruit anybody. It's just going to take him a couple years to get there. I also started moving around a couple troops just to improve the reinforcement retraining kind of stuff. So now I've got a free unit in there, and I think I moved him from one of these ones or something. No big deal, I just moved a couple guys around. Okay, so that catches you up on logistics stuff. We are probably going to continue attacking Mordor shortly. They've got a fairly large army, and they've got the Witch King. Oh boy, time to kill the Witch King. Let's see what he's got. Normal catapults, some ballista, lots of just sort of fodder archer orcs and melee orcs. Nothing super strong. Orc volunteers aren't really that good or anything. So maybe we should crush this guy while he's got an army that has no trolls in it. Maybe I'll do that this episode. There's another invasion, this time for Osgiliath, and I mean, what do you guys think? I think Gondor's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 armies. Maybe 4 stacks total, give or take, if you combine them properly. Yeah. I did combine mine properly. This is our elitist army yet. It's not perfect. We still have some old rangers and some normal infantry, but that's a pretty powerful group, I think. And then I've got Celeborn in the back holding on to the reinforcements, which are almost there. In fact, I'll group them up. Perfect. So, thanks to our reinforcements, we have exactly 2 armies. Although this one has some casualties. That's okay. I really, really wish, actually, that we could actually recruit assassins. Something got me thinking, and you can probably guess what it is. It's our buddy here, Onion. I'm just going to call him Onion. It's almost Onion. Onion, the ring bearer. He's got a horrible loyalty, which means he can be bribed. We've had some history with people bribing us before. It's not like that's never happened. But all I can really do is give him more and more spies to try to make it harder for them, because I can't recruit assassins as the elves. If you're wondering, even if I built an inn, no assassins. Even if I built all of the entertainment buildings here, nothing gives us assassins, so we cannot kill off enemy diplomats, merchants, spies, or their assassins. There's just nothing I can do about it. So I figured I'd cover that. What else is going on? Retraining some stuff is nice. Dwarves and Rune. Well, it's about time. Seriously, have you guys not been battling already? Sylvan and High Elves love us. That's good. And, I mean, that's about it. I think... Oh, I know. There was a couple things I was considering. Now, I've mentioned it before, and I've talked in the comments with a couple people about how you can... when you destroy buildings, you actually do recover some culture. I'm not sure exactly how much, and I generally don't do this, but seeing as we've got a pretty positive income right now, 5,000 or 6,000 a turn, it's not bad. I think I can afford a little bit of playing around here in Mountain Fort. One of my problems in Mountain Fort, although it is about to grow, which is nice, actually that's really nice, is I can't get free units or ever retrain anything here because I don't have any Elvish culture. So, I mean, 0, right? So we're at 100% followers of Sauron, or, sorry, 95% Sauron, 5% nothing. What happens if we destroy... Well, there's only one building I can actually destroy. What happens if we destroy it? That happens. Didn't do much. I'm going to test out whether building this actually improves it or not. The question is whether or not doing this switcheroo actually gains us any culture, or if it just takes theirs down a bit and replaces it with other or something. So anyway, that's kind of the test. In 4 turns we'll find out, if I remember. If. Now I was planning on giving this guy some special reinforcement troops. So maybe next turn I can give him some of my upgraded troops, because you know the ring bearer Onion's army is pretty weak. He's got a lot of low tier units there. I'd like to upgrade it if possible. Also, I can't forget my trusty tower builder. What's this guy's name anyway? I can't forget. Eru Marin. So I'll call him Melon. It almost sounds like Melon. He can build us some more towers. Eru Melon. Sounds kind of kinky. Okay, can't actually even get into that area of land. That's interesting. It's completely unpassable. Suppose we could build some towers over in there. Haven't gone that direction yet. And should I start a battle here, guys? What do you think? Think it's time for some killing? I think it's time to kill the Witch King. We do night. We can do night and we'll cut out his reinforcements. Not like it makes a huge difference. It's just a few orcs. I might not even bother. I'd rather fight during the day so everyone can see it easily. And it's not going to make any difference to the Witch King. So. Now it says, you know, it's about an even battle. 2,000 of our elves versus 2,000 of their orcs. Somehow I don't think this is going to go so well for them. Didn't they see what Haldir did last time we fought the orcs in Mordor land? Yeah. Don't you guys remember? It was only a few months ago in game terms. Okay, whatever. The weather is what it is. This is less advantageous for us. No hills. Mostly just flat. But I think we'll be fine. We will be absolutely fine. We're gonna look. How did you get in there? Get out of that group. Silly horses. Nice long row of archers. We'll give them number 3. Oh, I've got so many archers here. This is crazy. Another group of archers. I guess I could put stakes out there in case the Nazgul try to charge us. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. How do I want to do that then? If I have stakes up, you know, these guys are kind of vulnerable on the wings. Maybe I'm going to move back a little bit. I'm not 100% sure if they'll attack us anyway. It's possible. So let's go. Let's make a giant stack of archers here. It's just going to be a lot of archers. We'll have to double roll them at some point, but so that can be group 4 with stakes. That looks pretty well protected, and then you guys can just move back a little bit. A little bit more. Don't want the guys up front blocking your view too much. Alright, I'm pretty happy with that. Okay. I mean, yeah, we mostly have archers again, but I think I have enough infantry to not worry about it too much. Okay, load these guys up in the middle. Maybe a little bit longer. Stretch them out so they can actually help out if we need to. I'm going to keep the Galadrim swordsmen kind of separate. They're not really meant to hold lines. They're meant to charge at the flanks and stuff like that. You know, two-handed weapons. Your job is to deal with the catapults and lure them to attack, and your job is to not die. And so far, we should be okay. Let's make sure skirmish is off, because I don't like being forced into skirmish. Okay, let's see what happens.
The enemy are bringing in reinforcements.
So they're actually close enough that we can shoot at them anyway, so I don't have to lure them too much. They have no trolls, but they do have catapults and stuff, so we're going to have to try to sort that out. And there comes the arrows of doom that we love so much. Alright, I'm going to turn skirmish off of you guys. Alright, you guys aren't getting anywhere near us. Uruk archers. Psh. Uruk Smooruk. Alright, so the Witch King's kind of back here guarding. Kind of guarding his ballista. I think we'll be fine. They've got reinforcements, but they're probably a long way off, so nothing to worry about too much. Alright, and the Witch King has left them defenseless against the hordes of elven archers. Okay, try to crush these ballista quick if I can. Ballista can do a lot of damage. They're more accurate than catapults. You know, you guys know the drill. Okay. Anybody left? Did we kill them in the rush? Run away before the Witch King gets you. Run away before the Witch King gets you. Run away before the Witch King. They were a little bit slow on the get up and go. So we lost some more horse archers. The good news is they're actually taking out a lot of the catapult troops, so that'll help. Oh well. I don't even really mind sacrificing them. It's more important that they stop the catapults. Because our archers, you know, they're going to deal with these guys pretty well. Okay, we got a little bit of a charge there. Now continue to run. Continue to run. Please go now. Sometimes units are a little bit unresponsive. It takes a few extra commands to get them to go where you expect. I'm actually really hoping that when we get Rome 2 Total War, or Total War Rome 2, however you say it nowadays, those things are improved. The responsiveness of your units and stuff. Alright, distract those guys a little bit, run away. Actually, what I'd like to do now is start luring the Nazgul into archery range, if possible. We need to kill those Nazgul. The enemy's not going to rout until we kill them. And that's how it goes. And yes, I probably could have put my infantry into battle by now. I'm just being lazy. Manually targeting so we don't get any weird stuff happening. Dun, dun, dun. And let's see, what should I do up here? Swordsman. Run this way, run that way, and then flank them. Should work. Let's go with swiftness. Maybe my cavalry can escape a little bit easier, and we'll also be able to get these guys into the battle a little bit quicker. Perhaps causing a rout. You never know. Okay, go with it. Run, run, run. There we go. So the archers should start tearing these guys apart, hopefully quickly.
Victory will be ours.
No, I can't move that way. I was thinking I'd run through that way, but there's just too many enemies in the way. Keep moving. You're gonna get caught.
Half the enemy force remains.
I want to keep them within the archer's range, if possible, the Nazgul. That's why I'm moving my horses around weirdly. Alright, you can see kind of what's going on here. Quite a lot of melee stuff going on. But we managed to flank them on that side. Good. Cavalry are doing it. We're being able to we're being allowed to lead them around by the nose here. Fortunately, the fireballs are coming again. Oh look, and there's even stakes that the archers tried to deploy on the field at us. Got to watch out for those. Okay, I think that Nazgul has been slaughtered pretty good. I really ought to try to deal with those fireballs, because because they could hurt. I have to imagine those guys aren't going to be very happy. Shoot, unfortunately I have to go around their army. Well, that might be a little bit far. How about that? That's more likely. Alright, now let's put our archers into normal fire. Don't run around, please. Just shoot. Lorien infantry have one, I believe. Let's have them help out over here. There's halberds and stuff causing a bit of trouble. Those, Witch King, they just do not give up on my horse archers. They are just convinced they're going to kill us. It's kind of silly. Galadrim Guards won. Looks like we've basically won the line. So let's try to reform it if possible. Okay, pause for a sec, actually. Pause for a second. And try to remake our line here. Because I think some of them have been engaged in battle and it's kind of messed up. There you go. Like, yeah, why are you guys turned all sideways and stuff like that? That's dumb. Don't do that. Regroup, regroup. Actually, what I might do here instead is charge into their archers that are shooting us, but no, I don't feel like it. Too much hassle. I could do that, but I won't. Wish I had 2 units of cavalry. I could have stopped their catapults much quicker. Apparently those halberds never gave up. How about you double-handed swordsmen go help out over there? Troops are mostly back in position. Guess I could have told you guys to run. That might have helped out. Get there in time. Alright. We're going to lose this whole unit, but let's try to deal with the last of the catapults. At least the archers took out a lot of the Nazgûl, so there's not so many of them. Alright, everybody's in their line again. I'm happy to see that. That's nice. It does look like the Uruk halberds are their best units as far as, you know, this kind of stuff goes. Other than maybe the Nazgûl. Alright, let's try to lure them in and finish their general off. I'm almost out of cavalry here anyway. Archers seem to be doing quite well, all things considered. Oh, I've had a couple, a person or two comment about fire arrows. I've had a few comments about that. Let's talk about fire arrows. I did a little bit of research before this episode, just so I was clear on all the details, in case you were wondering, you're thinking I forgot. Units. Lots of units have fire arrows, fire flaming ammo. What does it do? Number 1, reduced accuracy. So you know, notice how that most of these volleys target kind of the center of the group, and not every arrow falls on an enemy, but the elves have high accuracy. Generally speaking, we do a good job. If you put fire arrows, the first thing you'll notice is the accuracy goes down, and the arrows sort of wibble wobble. Some of them hit, some of them miss. You know, from a volley, it's less accurate. It's noticeable, you could see it. Secondly, reload speed goes way down, or up, however you want to think about it. It takes longer to reload. That's a bad thing. You want to be shooting your volleys as quickly as possible, generally. It's true if you use fire ammo, you will run out of ammunition slower, so you could have a longer battle and not run out. But on the other hand, you're shooting your arrows slowly. You're killing less in terms of number of volleys. So those are the two main things that I notice, and I notice it all the time. On the positive side, your archery effect does negatively affect the enemy morale. You can cause units to rout by using flaming arrows. But guess what also causes enemy to rout? Losing all of their soldiers. Casualties cause enemies to rout. So it's kind of a mixed bag. On one hand, yes, fire arrows can cause some units to rout. Generally not things like Nazgûl that have locked perfect morale forever. You basically have... This is really close to my general, actually. That's not good. I'm going to run him back a little bit. You generally don't want your fire archers shooting at somebody who you can't rout anyway, because that's the main point. They will cause a little bit of morale damage. I generally find that killing more enemies than missing is more important anyway. That's just me. We're still fighting this Nazgul. He's a pain in the neck. You know what? Let's try to focus on him.
The enemy general, behold how our cowardly
Kill him.
foe ran. It's time to press the attack.
They're talking about the Orc general running. The Nazgul will never run. So just from my personal experience, I will say that you generally cause more morale damage by just killing them. Fire arrows kind of have like a shock effect where sometimes they can scare them out. But anyway, that's that. So that's 3 things. There's one more thing that fire arrows do a little bit of. They have slightly higher damage in terms of attack power. So for instance, our archers, like our good ones, let's say, they have a missile attack of 9. I'm not sure the exact specifics, but fire ammo for those guys would potentially upgrade their missile attack to 10 or 11. Something in that kind of range. Haha, Witch King is dead. Yeah, that's it. He's done. So, yes, having a little bit higher attack will mean you miss, like, hit it. The accuracy is whether or not you hit the enemy. The attack versus defense is whether or not it actually, like, kills them or does damage. You know, fire arrows may have slightly better armor-piercing ability in that sense. So, a high-value archer using fire arrows might get through armor a little easier. That said, you also miss more often and shoot slower. And the other thing to keep in mind is our archers already have a very high attack. Just by default, they pierce through armor quite well with that 9 missile attack. Going up to 10 or 11 doesn't really make much difference based on how many kills they're going to get. It actually works better for things like the Orc archers that have a missile attack of 2, and then adding 1 or something actually could do them some good. And, like, you know, adding 2 to their attack. I'm not sure the exact number. It's all very hard to edit. That's the other thing. From what I understand, those kind of values can't be modded in Third Age Total War. It's hard-coded how much fire ammo does or how much the weather does for this kind of stuff. So there's really nothing you can do to change it if you would prefer it was differently. So as far as certain units being weak to fire arrows, there's only one unit that I can think of, and it's an elephant. And that's because fire is likely to cause them to run amok and make them go crazy. Anything else is just usual. Fire might add a little bit of attack, it might cause their damage a little bit, but generally speaking, you're still gonna miss. You're gonna miss more often, and you're gonna shoot slower. So, I mean, that's the trade-off you get. You have to decide if it's worth it for you. For me, it's not really worth it. Anyway, we've won this battle. You've got to hear my opinion on fire arrows, and I got to kill some orcs and the Witch King. So, good day. Good day. That wasn't too hard, was it? I wish I had more cavalry. Well, we can... Well, we'll offer. They took it. It doesn't really make much difference. Alright, so now you can go back. You'll be fine. We'll let them rest up a little bit more. If I can get them in there.
Like the wind.
Would you...
Over here, elves.
Get in... There you go. Like, get in the back gate. Get in. Alright, so we took out the Witch King. That's got to count for something. Yeah. Looks like they've got more Nazgul. I think I turned the script on so they continue to respawn. That script will be void once we capture Barad-dûr, and they no longer can respawn. So, that's coming. You can see there's quite a few orcs left to kill. I'm not in a rush. But seeing as they had their super general out front, I figured I might as well take him out if I could. We lost some dudes. Okay, let's end turn, try to get some more progress here. You're welcome to discuss fire ammo in the comments section if you guys have a different opinion on it. My personal opinion is that in the Medieval 2 engine, fire ammo is almost always not worth it. Very rare. There's a couple situations, namely elephants, and a couple very strange situations with you having really particularly weak archers and them having really particularly heavy armor, maybe bunched up together so that missing didn't matter too much. Did he just respawn immediately? But yeah, like if you had like 1 missile attack archers fighting against a really bunched up group of enemies all close together so that the accuracy didn't matter so much, and they had really high armor or something, yeah, fire arrows might actually kill more in that situation. As long as you have enough time to let your guys use through their arrows. On the other hand, if you're in a rush, you kind of need to get those volleys out quickly, and then fire arrows are going to slow you down. So anyway, we'll help out. Alright, some general, whatever. We're sending our Ents down too, that's right, they're almost there.
Sire, onward.
I suppose I could regroup these armies a bit, but I didn't lose too badly that most of them. I mean, I suppose a 22 unit's not very useful. That's cheap. I thought it would take at least a couple turns for him to come back. That's too much. If their best general can respawn with perfect stats every turn, that's lame. I know I turned on the Immortal Nazgul script, but I thought it would take them at least a couple turns. Boo on that. Bad script. Large town. Elfholm. Hey! That's nice. Elfholm. So we're going to have a small city up in the mountains. That's nice. Making some food. This is a huge waste of money, but whatever, I'll build it. These things, I mean, it's going to make me 25 gold per turn, and it costs 6,300. So that's 63 times 4. That's 240 turns for it to ever pay its. You know, to heck with that. That's ridiculous. 240 turns just to pay itself off before it even pays me back any money. That's horrible. I guess we could go for a vineyard for more spies. Couldn't hurt too much. Actually, it could hurt. Let's go with blacksmith. We'll just work on units. It's one of our large cities, or our best cities, so having better troops is good. Okay. And in Woldburg, it's just growing along just fine. Blackgate goes artists first. That's always the way for these. I suppose I could be retraining some of the troops, give them some armor, but not that big. Not that big a deal. Rohan is happy with us. That's nice. I mean, I'd be happier if they took their troops out of my land, but I do understand that this city is isolated. They can't actually get it back to their territory without going through enemy lands, or allied lands, that is. But they're just going to have to live with it, basically. Because I'm not giving them Woldburg. If I give them Woldburg, that will cut our supply chain. That's a lot of Rohan troops. You guys need to go invade someone other than me. Let's just be clear about that bit. Okay, so the ring bearer here. Do I have any troops I could give him? Yeah, I could give him these guys. Let's see, we'll do some switcheroos. Well, I'll give him some super swords, some rangers. I generally like the infantry a bit more than the spearmen, but it just upgrades their troops a little. Okay, and continue your adventure this direction. As they pass through Karen Amroth, I will give them some more units. I suppose they could have some horse archers. I've got one here. They can have him. Yeah, that'll work. This guy is going to grow our city up, if possible. Let's just double check the mountain fort. Culture has not switched at all yet, so in case you were wondering about that. Isengard, did you have any units to send the ring bearer? Next turn you could. Alright, next turn I'll send those guys up. I'm sure they can catch up with him, he's so slow. Okay, that's a good turn. Let's end it. I could be attacking down here, but I don't feel like it. I had one giant battle. I'll just wait a bit. It's not like the ring bearer is going to be there anytime soon. Mind you, I should strike out for Barad-dûr. The sooner I take that, the sooner the Nazgûl stop respawning. That's probably a smart thing to do, honestly. Okay, don't be like Blue Ankylo. Don't be lazy. If you're playing along, you know, take out Barad-dûr. Win the game. Be smart. They've actually left that side pretty low defense now. I'll be able to march through a little bit easier then. So maybe waiting was a good idea. They've pulled their general back. Most of their armies are not near where they need to be. I don't even need to attack Durthang. I could just walk over and take Dol Guldur out. I wonder if it's a custom settlement. Last time I played as Dale, we made it this far, but I never actually fought Barad-dûr. That guy sucks. $1,000? That's good. We're still not making tons of money. Like, we're just kind of breaking even, it seems. Dun, dun, dun. Construction. Excellent. Karen Amroth. You have some of the better stuff now. Large city. What would make us the most money? Taxing them more. Well, I can't quite. They won't be very happy. So if I build them a city hall, then they're happier, then I can tax them, right? Happy makers. There's not a whole lot of stuff that makes them happy. Art gallery doesn't really make them happy, it just gives them culture. City hall, I guess that's the only thing, eh? Unfortunately, it might add to their growth as well. I could go for better units. I could get them the best archers. I'm not really worried about recruiting stuff right now. I think money is more the limiting factor. The more money we have, the more units we can support. How much will the Great Market make us? $50 a turn. So it's a little bit better having a Great Market here, but that still would take us 120 turns to pay itself off. It's pretty bad. Pretty bad indeed. Should have saved money for Talsir, maybe. Well, Town Hall's not bad. And then we'll go for roads. We'll go for a market because it's cheap. Crop rotations, and then we'll build the basic stuff like we normally do. And Austin Edhill, yeah, you're still growing. Mining network. Yeah, that'll help out make some money. Okay. We're pretty broke. I need to lose some more troops. Speaking of troops, you're marching along just fine. Let's switch up with some slightly better units here. So we'll give him the Rangers over the Archers for sure, and the Galadrim Guards over, say, Spearmen. There you go. Just a straightforward upgrade like that. Okay. And then we'll give him some more when he gets here. Next turn, I imagine. Yeah. Perfectly fine. Make sure you're still moving. Only 3 turns to go. Tower Builder. Oh, we have no money. Ha ha ha! Well, I probably should attack these guys. I shouldn't rest on my laurels and let them build up. It's one of my sort of foils in this game, is once you start getting ahead, it's very tempting to get lazy, and I should avoid that if possible. What should I switch around here? We've got Rangers. They are better than their non-Ranger counterparts. So there you go. And I can merge them together. Actually, I should do that first. Merge. Give them more Rangers in replacement. And then, what else is good to switch Rue? If I temporarily switch these guys with, actually what I want is to refill the Galadrim Guards and the Sylvan Horse Archers. So let's just make a couple slots. And then merge together, like that. And then back to switching again. Sorry about this bit, but I have to do it. I could probably give him some swordsmen too. Oh, that Galadrim Guards, or Galadrim Archers almost gone. Wow. Okay, let's see if we can fill those up a bit better. Merge. Look at that. And now you're not needed. You're not needed. That leaves 3 open spots. So looks like I can bring 1 more swordsman, and then we're just down to archers. We're definitely running out of good troops, I would say. All we have left is basic archers and a few infantry. We're definitely running low a little. But that's okay. Okay, so you guys are going to move up. And now you guys are going to rest in the Black Gate. I can move lots more out if I need to. And I guess we're going to fight this battle next episode in Let's Play 3rd Age Total War. So thanks for watching, hope you guys have enjoyed, and have a great day.